What up, Fig Fam? Spring's here. Everything's popping. No more freezing in the forecast. We're warm now. Here in Wilmington, North Carolina. Now it's still early, but I'm stoked. Boom. Nigger to Agde. She likes her new home in the corner of the bocce court orchard set up. And I moved my Italian honey over here. I transplanted her. I gave her some reset years are happening. So I got new growth bud coming out here, and I anticipate more. It's very new early on. So I transplanted her. Salce, still dormant, but looking for signs of buds coming up. So I haven't seen anything quite yet, but getting ready. And then you can see my Coldedom Grease suffered some from our last freeze frost, but it wasn't bad. So the buds are still intact, if you can see. And so the fact that the buds are okay, we're going to recover nicely. It's only a 2-year-old tree. If that, maybe it's only one. So lots of potential for new growth to grow nicely. Coldedom Blanc, we had the same issue with those freezes, but the buds survived, so we don't have stunted or dead growth. You can see I pruned it nicely. I had one branch that I lost some on, but it's pushing out 2 new branches here and here. So yeah, Coldedom Blanc, Coldedom Noir. Similar situation, but actually survived down by the base where it was heavily insulated with that attempt to freeze protect the live trees. So it did well. I'm proud of it. Genovese Narrow AF, my beautiful August workhorse. I pruned her, so I have my scaffolding branches, and then I have buds coming out on all 3 branches. So spring has arrived. White Genoa and Joe Morley. Haven't seen anything yet. I have the lichen growing on it, but that's totally safe for fig trees. And it's a sign of good air quality. Check it. My Teramo. Looks molto bene. It'll pop. It's starting to get some buds as well. So waiting for everything. Sap is flowing. Stella also with some lichen, but looks great. Pruned her back as well. I'm going to put some century plants back in here. 1 and 1, just to give it a wintertime tropical accent. They'll take a good bit to grow. And then over here is my Peter's honey. And I pruned her and she's ready to go. She has sap flowing. I gave her some extra prunes from any sort of dieback. Again, we may have lost this one, guys. Shoot, but you know what? The tree is resilient. They're pretty, once they get to past that 3-year mark, they're pretty well established. Maybe 4 years, so it'll be hard to kill them back. Right here I got, this is all green and flowing. I do a nice little pinch sometimes to see if there's sap coming out. Oh, my fingernail's a little, but you can see the nice green underneath, that cambium layer. Bordeaux Grease. And we're so used to seeing that Violet de Soleil, that Bordeaux Noir. It is now out and over there in a big pot. And I put here a Longue Doubt. And she just popped and she has more buds coming up. So very excited for her new home. She gives off gigantic figs earlier on in the season. A great Breba crop of this Beefairy fig. So stay tuned for that one. That's great. And then Smith went down to the ground, but it needed this, but I have a lot of branches coming up. So excited for this year with this one. This was my unfortunate dieback tree. I had to get her back. I pruned her back to where I saw there was safe live growth on the branches. But this is my Figo Preto, right? I already see signs of budding down here on the main trunk. I hope, and then right here, up here at the top. So I'm hoping I get more from the branches and I can focus on new growth from here. So I don't have to focus on trunk growth because it's so well established. But that late freeze we had back, I think I posted a previous video, got her good. I was pretty bummed. But that is how the cookie crumbles sometimes in Wilmington when we're on that subtropical border. And then my Paradiso also, I went with another reset year. We are ready. We are ready for growth. Stay tuned. This season, we're talking 8-9 feet. And then my Mount Etna favorite type, it's called Brooklyn Park JD. It's freaking good, man. Get yourself into Mount Etna. Reliable, beginning of August. She's popping up too. So the transplants went well. I'm very happy and excited for them. Orchard looks good. All right, quick scan. Quick scan coming in. Let's look at the nursery. Oh, boom. So these just moved to 3 gallons. These are growing like crazy. I gave them the Alaskan fish fertilizer, nitrogen heavy, let them do all their plant growth. Because when they go to new homes, I want them up here, right? These yellow long necks are nice and healthy. Look how deep and dark those are. And I'm transitioning my 1 gallons outside. If anybody wants a giant established tree, here's that Violet de Soleil. And it's starting to put out some buds. So excited for that one. And my Troiano Calabrese. She's nice and established. So I was thinking of placing her for her. And then I have a Chano back here in my 15 gallon. I pruned her way back and she liked it. So I have more scaffolding main branches coming off. So stay tuned for these pruned projects this season. Blueberries are out. Bees stopped by earlier. I got blueberries on the way. That's exciting. And then I have more of these 3 gallons ready for 5 gallons that are nice and awake. LSU Scots Black, Ronde Bordeaux, LSU Tiger. This is a Negroni. This is the white Adriatic I got from Fig Hunter. Shout out to you. He's the man, by the way. Very, very kind and helpful in all regards. And just kills it over on the West Coast. My yellow long neck after a heavy pruning year. And then my Martinica Ramada. After doing some shuffling with a wheelbarrow, getting this 20 gallon, it was worth it. And then we'll do a quick greenhouse look. Everything's happy. You know, I got some more. I got Genovese Nero popping. I have Col de Dame Blanc popping. Adive de Argentile, LSU Gold. What's here? Nuestra Senora del Carmen. Boom. Galicia Negras, Honey Plums. What else do I have? Cavaliere, Schia Black, Col de Dame Dante. We got okra, beets, cucumbers. If you guys want cucumbers, let me know, because one of these plants, just one, gives you at least 15 cucumbers if you trellis it. So, I don't know, I have 30. I don't have space for that. Tomatoes and kale, plumerias. I'm going to get plumeria flowers this year. The plumeria lady stopped by my greenhouse tour and she told me I was doing it right. So my avocado, I'm gonna let it just, I might have to move it out here and let it just give me avocados or something. We'll see. I think I need a second to fertilize it, but these are getting ready to move out. You know, after you root a cut in, guys, they get, you know, if they're any sort of transplant shock, they take some time and then they put out a second round of growth. And that's what just this did to let me know that it was established and comfortable. So they kind of get their first leaves, get comfortable like this. If I move them to a pot, they'll sit for a little bit like this, right? They'll just sit. Then when they really get comfortable, they'll start pushing out a bunch of new growth like so. Over here, someone inquired about a Chano. Tron was moving slow, and then I realized it was happy when it just all of a sudden, boom, probably in the past week, pushed out all this growth like this. So this one's starting to do the same. So guys, it's way easier to, even with a greenhouse, it's way easier to garden in the spring. So, and, you know, I didn't really heat it last night. I did the heating mat. So the heating mat kept it really warm, the roots promoting growth. And then it's about 70 today, which means it'll get 90 in the greenhouse. But it got 62 last night. So I have a few other figs. I have my white Triana, I have a Panache, and I have a Ponte Trace over there. But that's it for now, Fig Fam. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're interested. I'm still working on the website, but check out my Instagram, Phil's Figs. DM me from there. I also have a fig blade page. I could do a link in the bio to all my available varieties. Obviously, they're not all on there. These 1 gallon ones are the ones that are easiest to ship. I'll post them on my fig bid. If you guys are particular in any, DM me or message me. I'll send you an inventory of what I have, and we'll go from there. I haven't dialed in how to ship 3 gallons in a sustainable manner yet. I got to get that price point down. I think Ross Ratty posted something with Danny from FigBid on how to do that. So I have to research that so I can get these 3 gallons out to people across the country, because I got some awesome varieties. And I'm excited for this spring. I'm just excited for this spring. I'm excited, guys. Take care. I got to get my coffee.